Tesla registrations have declined in California significantly. This points to a bumpy second quarter, but China sales may help offset the drop in California registrations, according to some analysts. Now, what do we make of these Tesla's plunging California registrations? What do we make of this news? Welcome back, dear friends. This is Armen Harayan from TorqueNews.com. If you are here for the first time, please subscribe to our channel because this is a developing story. I'm going to bring you more information about the sales, about the information, about what Tesla is doing in the second quarter, as well as a lot of exciting Tesla and electric car news on this channel. Tesla deliveries have fallen about 37% in California and about 30% in the United States based on registration data. But it's not surprising amid the virus and actually not even that bad of a drop. I'll explain it a bit later why. Due to this virus, Tesla had to shut down its Fremont factory for just over a month in March and April. It is where Tesla produces most of its vehicles, and therefore the shutdown is expected to have a major impact on Tesla's sales and ultimately its financial results during the second quarter. The Wall Street Journal now reports that data registration for Tesla in California, Tesla's biggest market in the United States, and it shows a 37% drop in April and May. I personally am not very much surprised considering the Fremont factory was shut down for about a month and a half or so, and there are several factors. So Wall Street Journal writes, the data from research firm Dominion Enterprises shows registrations fell by a combined 37% in April and May, offering the first window into how the US quarantining measures to slow the spread of the coronavirus affected domestic demand for the Silicon Valley automaker. It initially seemed more immune to problems than rivals when it posed a surprise first quarter profit. End of the quote. According to the registration data, Tesla delivered 6,260 vehicles in California in April. The deliveries in April were likely helped by Tesla ending the first quarter with a significant inventory, which the automaker was able to deliver with some operations still going despite the factory shutdowns. In May, the drop was more significant with a 70% decline to just 1,447 units in California. This is actually not that bad in our opinion. Here's why. The broader auto market, the broader vehicle market in the United States fell 52% during the same period of time. Now consider Tesla's 30 to 37% drop with 52% drop. You see what a difference? This is why I'm saying it's not that bad. Dominion Enterprises cannot get data from all states, but from the 24 states where it does have access to registration data. It reports a 33% decline to 14,151 Tesla vehicles in April and May. That's better than we would have expected. And the fact that Tesla fared better than the overall automotive industry in the United States points to that when things recover, when things get back to normal, I think Tesla will rebound maybe faster than the other car makers, but that of course remains to be seen because who knows the market. Now, in terms of deliveries, I would have thought that California and US registrations would be a little worse than what we are seeing now. It makes it little likely that Tesla will deliver over 25,000 vehicles in the United States in the second quarter. With similar numbers in China, thanks to Gigafactory Shanghai, we think it's likely that Tesla will deliver over 60,000 cars during the second quarter. Considering the circumstances, this is truly not that bad of a quarter for Tesla. Now, considering the circumstances. However, they are likely going to lose a lot of money. Despite salary cuts and furlough through April, Tesla had to lower prices to keep demand up, and as it was reported in the media yesterday and today, Model Y quality hasn't been that good, which is leading into many rectifications according to media reports, refused deliveries and returns, affecting the gross margin. The slide in registrations isn't surprising given the weeks-long shutdown at Tesla's main Fremont, California factory, according to Rob Maurer of Tesla Daily. Quote, Tesla operates with the leanest inventory of any automaker, with just 20 days of inventory worldwide at the end of March compared to 100 days for Ford and 81 days for GM, for example, Mueller said. Because of lean inventory, registrations correlate more with production than demand. So with production halted, it is not surprising to see registrations declining, he said. Tesla's Fremont factory also supplies cars to Europe for the time being, Maurer noted, so Tesla likely prioritized those deliveries first to maximize its second quarter delivery numbers. Tesla did not provide second quarter delivery guidance due to uncertainty and said it will revisit its full year delivery forecast of 500,000 vehicles in its upcoming quarter 2 update. It would make sense for Tesla to ship May's production to Europe to ensure those vehicles can be delivered before the end of quarter 2 rather than by sitting on a boat, Maurer added. Also another quote, as quarter end approaches, Tesla will then allocate production to North America, where the lead time from production to delivery can be more compressed. Okay, so what to do with this news, friends? It looks like Tesla did better than all the ICE manufacturers going through the same period, going through the same uncertainty, going through the same shutdown. I think we are in a situation that because of this virus and the shutdowns, all car makers will be hurt. Car buyers will have a choice between new and used cars at bargain prices. Many will keep what they have longer, what cars they have for longer time, and this uncertain socio-economic times is such that it will have an impact on the electric vehicle market as well, not only the ICE market. There is another way to look at this as well. The only actual news here is that Tesla significantly outperformed the entire industry during the virus. It's also news that sales literally fell at a time when the stock price of Tesla is at an all-time high. That means optimism. Tesla cutting its prices nearly 10% on its lowest margin cars is newsworthy as well. Lowering the price of a product is the most basic tool to deal with the weakening demand in order to keep up sales. Apple is also cutting prices on everything. Let's not get defensive on this because some people say, the cutting the prices has nothing to do with the demand. It was planned ahead of time. I don't know. Some people say there is absolutely no factual basis that any of Tesla's price adjustments have anything to do with a demand problem. I say all prices changes reflect adjustment. All price changes reflect adjustments to supply and demand. If there is an imbalance favoring supply, you must lower the prices of your cars. If there is an imbalance favoring demand, then you can raise prices. Period. It's an economics 101. Fremont is no longer delivering Model 3 to China now that Shanghai production has started. After the initial demand spike in the United States and Europe, demand in the United States has begun to taper off. Model 3 lead to Model S and X sales decline. Early launch of Model Y was resulted in Model 3 and S and X decline. Model S and X global sales have dropped, especially the Model S and especially in the United States. US Model S sales have dropped 50% since 2016. What did you think Tesla dropped the top trims of their Model S and Model X by $40,000, 30% in year just because? They are also producing less of them. So the story that they are not experiencing demand issues with S and X is completely bonkers. For the Model 3, absolutely supply has increased. But now it's out of balance with demand, requiring them to cut the prices. The fact that they cut prices after operating Fremont back up after not producing any cars out of the factory for nearly 2 months should tell you that there is still a supply and demand imbalance. One further proof, you could clearly see orders dried up for Model 3, Model S, and Model X when they reduced car delivery time for custom vehicles on their site to 1 to 3 weeks. About the time it takes to run one of these vehicles down the assembly line, paint it, and ship it to the destination, to the car buyer. Why a company changes its prices isn't rocket science. It's always caused by an imbalance in supply and demand. It always involves overproducing cars for what the market is demanding, hence a demand issue. The opposite would be a supply issue where they can't deliver vehicles fast enough to fulfill demand. Typically, the orders are already made at the original offer price and they can't very well increase prices after having already agreed. The decline in registrations shed some light on the impact of this virus on Tesla's full-year delivery outlook. Between April and May, combined registrations, as I said, were down 37% compared to the year prior. Domestically speaking, California remains a linchpin to Model 3 success for Tesla, and now all eyes shift to the trajectory in the month of June and especially into the core summer months headlining into fall in hopes of a rebound as Fremont enters the second quarter, wrote Wedbush analyst Don Eves in a note on Wednesday. The street's current consensus view is that Tesla will deliver about 400,000 cars this year, down from a prior estimate of about 550,000, higher than Tesla's own projections prior to this virus. Stronger than expected number from China could help offset the doom and gloom scenario in California, which makes up the bulk of Tesla domestic sales. Tesla slashed Model 3 prices in China several weeks ago and also cut prices in North America across its lineup late last month. Strong Model 3 demand out of China remains a ray of shining light for Tesla in a dark global macro and appears to be on a run rate to hit 100,000 cars units deliveries in the first year out of these gates, Ives added in a report. So now stronger than expected numbers from China could help offset the doom and gloom scenario in California for Tesla, but how much? It's hard to say. If any one of you guys knows this, please let us know in the comment section below. In the meantime, this is Armen Harayan from TalkNews.com. Please subscribe to our channel because we're going to bring the continuity of this story. This is a developing story. Stay with us, join our team, our community, and I'll see you in our next report. Have a wonderful rest of the day. God bless you and see you soon in our next report. Take good care of each other.